Hi everyone, I'm Rosie and welcome to Vox Yoga. Today we have a short flow for digestion. You might be watching this at any time of year, however we are at December, so you might be in need of this at the moment. As singers, it can be really hard to get the energy and the physical strength that we need to be able to perform and sing if we are feeling bloated or sluggish or having digestive issues. Throughout this flow, we'll be checking in with the breath to ensure that we have the oxygen flow that we need to have the resources to be able to digest efficiently. We'll go through postures like twists to help with movement and mobility, and then also postures that help to massage our organs to help us digest as best as we can. So we'll start at the back of the mat in child's pose. However, we're going to use our fists and they're going to come onto the belly to rest between the belly and the thighs to help massage those organs. Can feel a bit strange at first, so just play around with it and we'll see how we go. So come to the back of your mat, toes together. There is the option to have the knees a little wider. However, in this posture, because we're using our fists, it can feel a bit more, well, you'll get more benefits out of it if your knees are a little closer and your hands can rest on the thighs. So once you're in a good position, just coming forward for the forehead to rest on the floor. You might need to have a little wiggle here to make sure your hands are in a good place. So under the ribs, and you might feel quite a lot of pressure. So just get yourself as comfortable as you can. We won't be here for long. Then check in with your breath. Your breath's going to feel a little different here because of where the hands are. So try and feel as expansive as you can in the back and the ribs on your inhale. Then a nice slow released exhale. Just 2 more breaths here. If it gets a bit much, just remove the hands. Release the hands and we'll make our way to tabletop. So palms, push yourself up and come to hands and knees. Shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees. Now moving to puppy dog pose. So keeping the hips over the knees as much as possible, walking the palms forward and bring the forehead to the mat once more. Then really stretch forward with those hands as much as feels good. Forearms can come down for a more passive version of the pose, or keep them lifted for an active posture. And breathe here. This is going to help the blood flow move around the body. Just 2 more breaths. And to come back to tabletop, walk the palms back to under the shoulders, lifting the forehead. We'll come to our neutral spine before we start cat-cows. So keep the shoulders away from the ears as much as possible, long lengthened spine and neck. Then inhale, lift the chest, lift the tailbone, look forward. Exhale, round the back, chin to chest. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest, look forward, cow. Exhale, round the back, navel to spine, cat. A few more rounds, inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. 2 more in your own time. Good. Keep checking in with the breath. And then come back to that neutral spine. Walk the palms forward a touch, tuck the toes, make your way to downward facing dog. So lift the tailbone to the sky and have a little bit of movement here. And just movement and physical activity is one of the best things for our digestive system. Good. Then come to stillness if it feels good. Keep shoulders away from the ears, slight bend in the knees. Heels drawing towards the floor, but don't have to reach. Then slowly walking feet to the hands, make your way to the top of your mat. And we'll meet in a standing forward fold. And just breathe here, feel a sense of release. You could swing from side to side. Keep breathing. Good. Release the arms, and rather than coming to standing, we'll make our way to chair. So bend the knees and sit back. Lift the chest and the torso. This can be a bit intense at first. So you want to make sure you can see your toes. And if you reach your hands in front to sit down, you'll know where you need to be. Great. We're going to twist here. So bring your hands to prayer. Then keeping breathing, bring the left elbow to the right knee. Then looking over the right shoulder as much as you can. And feel that twist is coming from the solar plexus, from the core, not just the upper body. Keep breathing. One more breath. Good. Inhale back to center. Just release the arms, straighten those legs. You might want to pedal out the legs before we go on the other side. Then come back to your chair posture, bending the knees, sitting back. Find prayer once more. Then right elbow to left knee and twisting to the left. So it's different for everyone's bodies here, but you're trying to keep your knees in line as much as possible. Can also feel good to bring the toes together and the heels apart. Wherever you are, breathe. One more breath. Good. Inhale to center, lift the chest. Exhale, release once more. Pedal out those feet. Great. Then tuck the chin and we'll roll up to stand. Good. Roll the shoulders. Shut the eyes if it feels good. From here, bring the weight to the right foot. Lift the left leg. Bend the right knee and bring that left leg behind you for a lunge. Flatten that back foot. Lift the arms and the torso to warrior two. One breath here. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Exhale, crown of the head comes forward, tailbone back. Right hand comes to the right shin, triangle pose. Breathe here. So left arm is above us, so we're in one long line with the arms. This is too much. Left hand can come to the waist or to the right thigh for a bind. Make sure you breathe. So right hand could be on the shin, the ankle, or the floor. And just feel this expansion through the left side body. and feel what's going on in your core and your abdomen. If it feels good, look up to the left hand. One more breath. Good, then bring the left hand to meet the right hand. We're coming for a twist here. Now this is where your block might come in handy. You bring it to the left of your left-hand side of your right foot, or hand can just stay on the shin, the ankle. So left hand comes to the block or the shin, and then we peel open with the right arm. So we're twisting to the right now in reverse triangle. Breathe here. Again, this can be quite intense. So find where feels best for your left hand. For the full posture, left hand comes to the right side of the foot. Breathe here. Feel that twist. Ensure you're not locking the knees. One more breath. Great, bring that right hand back to meet the left here. Good, then lift the torso up. Right foot turns into the left, so our feet are parallel. Heels turn in, and we squat into our goddess pose. Roll the shoulders here, breathe, and just feel strong. Have a bit of movement here if it feels good. And we'll go on the other side. So straighten both legs. Right foot turns in slightly, about 45 degrees. Extend the arms. Inhale, then exhale, crown of the head comes forward, tailbone back. Left hand to left shin, ankle, triangle. Breathe here. Again, you could use the block on this side as well in triangle pose. Once more, feel that expansion. Bit of a twist. We're coming to reverse triangle, so bring the right hand to meet the left. Then right hand comes to where feels comfortable. Left arm opens up for that twist. Feel strong wherever you are. Breathe, feel that twist coming from the solar plexus, from the core once more. Great, then bring the left hand to the right hand. Bend the left knee. Open up the arms, lift the torso. Warrior two, just for one breath. Feel strong here. Lovely, then hands come to prayer. Pivot on the back foot, so we're in a lunge, facing forward. Then bring that right foot to meet the left. Breathe. Great, then rolling down, tuck the chin, rolling to a forward fold. Good, release the arms, bit of movement if it feels good. Great, then bring your feet a little wider than hip distance. Toes point out, heels in. Then just drop your seat to the floor. Bring the hands to prayer if you can. Now your heels may not touch the floor, and that's fine. But it's nice for your elbows to push the knees out. And this is a great release stretch. And it's also great if you sit down a lot all day to release those hip flexors. Breathe here. Great, then put the hands behind you to come to seated and come to lay on your back. So feet flat on the floor, knees bent. And extend the right leg down to the floor. Then just guide the left knee over to your right side to feel this lovely twist. So trying to keep that left shoulder on the floor as much as possible. Feel that lovely twist in the spine. Breathe. Good. Come back to center. Place the left foot on the floor. Square off the hips. Right foot comes to meet the left. We'll extend the left leg to go on the other side. So bring that right knee over to the left side. Your hips can move if needed, or if you need to find more space. Once more, keeping that right shoulder on the floor as much as possible. Breathe into the twist. Bring the right knee back up, right foot comes to the floor. Once more, bring that left foot back to meet the right. So both feet flat on the floor, knees are bent. Just bring the hands to either side. So feel the shoulder blades drawing down. Neck nice and long. Then tuck the tailbone and just start to lift each vertebrae off the floor. So imagine your pelvis is lifting up to the sky. Press out of the feet to come to bridge pose. Final posture here. You feel expansion across the front body, still keeping the spine nice and long. Breathe. Great, then slowly letting each vertebrae come back to the floor, really peeling down the spine. Good, feel that length. Maintain that length. Just breathe here. Then extend the legs for Shavasana. Just feel a sense of release. Come back to the breath once more. Come back to the breath once more. Don't do anything, just focus on your inhale and your exhale. Stay here as long as feels good. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice today. If you've enjoyed this, hit subscribe for more content. I release weekly videos, yoga, singing, yoga and singing. Thanks for watching and have a great day.